One of the more underrated Kate Bush songs, Cloudbusting, and before that, the Cardigans, Erase Wind. It's a wee night from Bo Radio and Thatcham Town Radio 2. I'm Mark Steele. Thank you for joining me this evening. And, well, there's a couple of things going on. One of them is the football, where our intrepid reporter has informed us that William and George are there at the match, probably there to support the likes of Beckham and Rooney that hopefully managed to take it home for England. And also, on a slightly different topic, we were asking the question about being rewarded for failure, and Vicky Ferber has been in touch saying being charged up to £10 per day, wow, that's a lot of money, on a cruise for Wi-Fi, which very rarely works, when most hotels provide free Wi-Fi now. It's astonishing cruise companies have the audacity to charge for a service that, when you've paid for it, hardly ever works. And you've just that mention of Wi-Fi on the likes of boats and aeroplanes and things like that, they never work because they're satellite internet. That's how they work. That's the technology behind them. And I'm reminded many, many years ago, being out at 6 o'clock in the morning in some random suburb, trying to line up a satellite dish to make the technology work for some broadcast thing at God knows what o'clock in the morning. Yeah, you had to get it spot on or it didn't work. And also, you had to not get in front of it, or it could turn into a pigeon cooker. There was a lot of power involved in that thing. So I'm not surprised when it's on a boat that's bobbing up and down, it never works, although it is quite cheeky to charge for it in that case.
Mission Musical Freedom.
And with that effect that we've got going on there, it sounds like we're doing it in association with the devil or something like that. But no, Mission Musical Freedom, we're taking you behind the curtain of how radio's made, dear listener, and letting you know that there are restrictions on the songs we're allowed to play. The bosses have gone, you're all allowed to play this selection of songs. And if we want to play something else, well, there is a giant library that's got all sorts of stuff in it, hidden away, other side of the site. We have to sneak that music past the boss. And to get there, we have built a super secret underground tunnel. And it's so secret that the tunnel is hidden behind a photo of our radio heroes, Smashy and Nicey. It's a bit like the Queen. Every radio station has a picture of them on the wall somewhere. So we've picked one of those, and behind that we've dug a tunnel underneath the bungalow and out into the music library so we can sneak records in and we can play them for you, dear listener. And this week, it's a suggestion for your good self that we've managed to sneak across the border past the bosses. Jenny Burton, Bad Habits. I can't tell you much about it other than it came out in 1985 and has been covered, but the cover's even less well known. But you wanted it, we dug it out of the archives, and we're going to play it for you on a wee natter from Bo Radio and Thatcham Town Radio 2.